What's going on, guys? It's Rishabh here from TechRush, and in this video we're going to do Smartphone Awards 2016 and 2017. Yes, I know it's a little late for the Smartphone Awards. I'm doing this for the first time, so let's get started. Yes, Smartphone Awards are actually the awards that we give to smartphones for the price, for etc. So here are the awards. The first one is actually the best cheap phone. Now there are a lot of phones, and there's a saying that the good phones are getting cheap and the cheap phones are getting good. So the best cheap phone according to me is the Moto G. This is one of the best phones I've actually used out there, and it's one of those phones which you can also rely on a lot of times. It has stock Android, it has the Moto gestures, etc., and also it has those funky, not funky, but a good looking design to the smartphone. Yes, second of all, is now the best mid range smartphone. Yes, that ranges from around 18 to 20,000. And in that range, according to me, the phone that I have used is actually the Moto X Play. Yes, I know this phone is actually a 2-year-old device, but still, it's one of the best out there I've actually used. Based on my personal experience, the Moto X Play is one of the best smartphones you can buy in money that offers from 18 to 20,000. Yeah, now it's available for 16,000 on Flipkart on Amazon. So you can also check the Moto X Play out. It has stock Android. It has the usual Motorola gestures. It has the Moto display. It has the Moto voice and whatnot. And it gets two major upgrades from Marshmallow. Not from Marshmallow. I bought it on Lollipop, but it got upgraded to Marshmallow, and now it's currently on Nougat. I still have that, so thank God. I mean, not thank God, but I still have it. It's still there in my house, so that's good. And the second, now moving on to the next category, that's the 24 to 30,000 category. And in this price range, the best smartphone you can buy is the OnePlus 3T or OnePlus 3. These smartphones have actually been there for a couple of time. They have been like there, couple of time, and you can now also purchase this. Now they have gotten upgraded to the latest version of Android. That's Oreo. That's 8.0 Oreo. So that's pretty good. And also OnePlus has sadly discontinued the updates for OnePlus 3 and OnePlus 3T, except they will now receive monthly security updates for 2 months. So that's pretty good. And OnePlus 3T and OnePlus 3, I've used them, and they are still very capable. They have the 820 and the 821 chipset. That's the same chipset on the Google Pixel 1 also, and that's that increases a lot of performance. And the battery life of OnePlus 3 and OnePlus 3T is like spectacular. It lasts 1 to 1.5 day, and the dash charging especially is one of the best. I have my friend, one of my friends has a OnePlus 3. He says that it charges in to 100% in like 1 hour. So I mean, that's pretty good. So moving on to the next awards, that's budget, the higher budget smartphones. That's from 30 to 35,000. So in this price range, one of the best smartphones, 30 40,000, 30 35. Sorry for that, 30 to 40,000, 30 to 40,000. Yeah. In this price range, I think OnePlus 5T is one of the best smartphones your money can buy right now, and that's pretty much it. It has again, it has upgrades over the OnePlus 5. The OnePlus 5 is still a very capable phone if you want to looking for a budget in 29 to 30,000. OnePlus 5 is still a good phone, but I think OnePlus 5T is better because it is more 2017. It has that 18:9 inch display. It has that the newer 835 chipset. I know that's same in the OnePlus 5, but it has better features like the fastest facial recognition lock, and that's all. And it's going to soon get, both of them are going to soon get upgraded to Android Oreo, so that's pretty good. And other than that, one more option in that price range is, when I just was reading, is one of the best smartphones of 2016. Yes, that's the Google Pixel. Is this one? So this smartphone is actually the Google Pixel. It's one of the best smartphones you can buy if you want something like more of a flagship in 38,000 to 40,000, 40,000. This 40,000 rupees. This costed me around 42,000 rupees. So I think this 2,000 more than what you expect. And this actually has the fastest processor, the fastest fingerprint scanner, and you can just see. I mean, just I'll show you a demo of the fingerprint scanner. Just see this. See, that's how it unlocks. So that's pretty good. And it gets the latest version of Android. It's currently running 8.1 Oreo. So I think this is also a very good option in that particular price point. So let's get started with the next category. The next category is the best smartphone design. Yes, this smartphone design has been going on for a long time, but according to me, I still prefer one phone which I kind of like with the design. So, and that's the Apple iPhone 4S. Yes, I mean, I know a lot of smartphones have come out which have newer and better designs, but this is one of the most elegant design I've ever seen in a smartphone. So, it's compact, it's nice, it's easy to use, and it's very, you basically don't need a case for this, because, these metal rails on the side, they actually help in the using of the phone. So, that's pretty much it for the smartphone design. So, my smartphone design award for the best design goes to the Apple iPhone 4S. So next up is the best smartphone battery life. So in this category, I guess there are a lot of smartphones competing for battery life, but the best smartphone I've actually used in terms of battery life, again, goes to the Moto X Play. I mean, that phone is a beast. I mean, you whatever you throw it at, whatever you just throw it at, it just flies through the thing. I remember I had gone on a flight to Pune, and I was listening to wireless music on my headphones, and that device literally, I mean, a charger, like at night, and it was still at around 80 to 86% when I came back to Delhi. So isn't that amazing? Because that Moto X Play has that massive 3630 milliamp hour battery, and that battery is a beast. I mean, whatever you throw it, and still today it's functioning really well. I mean, whatever I do, even if I'm using the Pixel right now, I still like that phone because of the battery life. So kudos to Motorola for that, and yeah, that's the award for the Moto X Play for the best battery life. Next, moving on to the best camera out there. The best camera out there probably is the Google Pixel. Yeah, Pixel 1. This is the Pixel 1. I think Pixel 1 and Pixel 2 will actually share this award because they have one of the best cameras in any phone. And I have personally used the cameras on Pixel, and they are spectacular. I mean, you can focus on an object and it blurs everything in the background and on that particular object, and that is amazing. So, next up, moving on to the best tablet. Yes, tablets have been going out for the market, but if you are looking in the market for the best tablet, there's none other than the Apple iPad. Yeah, this is one of the best tablets out there, because if you're looking for a tablet which doesn't hang, doesn't lag, has nice battery life, and is good for productivity, and with iOS 11, this guy here, iPad, has got even better, because it gets that dock etc. for multitasking, and it gets even better with everything. So one of the best tablets out there if you're looking for the money. Yeah, there are a couple of Android options as well, like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3, the Galaxy Tab S, the Galaxy Tab, etc. So Galaxy Tab and other tablets. But if you're looking for the best tablet out there, yeah, you should actually go for the Apple iPad. Yeah, the Apple iPad, because it is one of the best out there, and it's really nice. It's really portable, and it's really fast. Especially that fingerprint scanner on the front, the Touch ID, what Apple likes to call it. And so that's pretty much it for the tablets. And moving on to the next category of phones, that is the bust of the year. I mean, the phone which has been like. I don't know what can I say for that, but it's been, we can't say it, but it's been the worst phone or the worst tech phone of the year, and that actually goes to the HTC U11. I mean, that phone, I've personally used it, and that phone has nothing. I mean, frankly saying that phone has nothing. It doesn't have a headphone jack. Doesn't have a good camera. I mean, it has a good camera. It doesn't have good battery life. I mean, come on. You make a phone with the body of the Galaxy Note 5 and fit like a what 3,000 milliamp hour battery in it. Come on. So I think that's the bust of the year, and so that's about it. And moving on to the next, the best improvement or the best comeback phone of the year. So this comeback phone basically actually goes again to the HTC U11 Plus, and because that phone has been, I haven't quite used that phone, and that phone actually is not available in India right now. I think it is, but I haven't actually used it. So that's the comeback phone, and that's gets a spec bump and gets that new software experience, etc. And it overall makes a very good phone. So next up is the best software experience. Yeah, this is a very rare category, and I like to do it in this award. I like to basically this award is shared between two operating systems. So basically, it's the Pixel for its Android 8.1 software. So that's the software here. And the second of all is iOS on Apple iPad. Because these two OSs I have been using, and they are just fluid. I mean, look at the fluidity. Look at that. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I love the fluidity of these two operating systems. But the better software experience, according to me, goes to the Google Pixel for its Android 8.1, because in Apple iOS the notifications are totally messed up. Sorry for that, they're messed up, and the other things are also haywire, and sometimes I have been noticing a little bit stutter. But in this guy in my hand, the Android 8.1 Google Pixel, this device is it's flawless. I can't say. I mean, it gets better with every upgrade. I mean, it's just gets better with whatever you throw it in. And I've thrown basically a lot of stuff at it. So I mean, it handles it like a beast. So moving on to the next category, that's the most valuable smartphone of the year. I mean, oh my god, that's an amazing category. I mean, they're basically two smartphones contending for this category, and the most valuable smartphone according to me is actually Samsung Galaxy Note 8, and that also I'll talk to you about in the next topic. And the Galaxy Note 8 has been, what I really like about the Galaxy Note 8 is the display. When I held the phone for the first time, it felt like I'm holding a OnePlus 3 or a OnePlus 3T with a 5.5 with a mixed display inside. So that felt really amazing, and kudos to that. I'm actually myself a Note fan, so I really like the Note series. But this Galaxy Note is just out of the box, because I have used the Note 7, I have used the Note 5, I've used the Note 4, I've used the Note 3, I've used the Note 2, and out of all the notes, I think Note 8 is one of the best out there. If you want to go for it, it has those features like S Pen, the GIF creator, the GIF message, etc. The always on screen is there, the infinity display, the TouchWiz UX on top of Android, and Samsung is also currently testing Oreo for it, so that's pretty good. And one of the best things I like about Note is always, I know that it's the stylus. So you can create messages and create doodles, and the overall experience is better on the Galaxy Note 8. And talking about the cameras of the Galaxy Note 8, they are one of the best cameras in the Samsung Note series. And but the cameras are nice and they take amazing photos. But the one thing that really irked me about Galaxy Note 8 was the placement of the fingerprint scanner. I mean, yeah, this like the Galaxy S8 and the Galaxy S8 Plus, the fingerprint scanner is located somewhere on top. I mean, on the top left, but it should be located on top bottom like the Google Pixel. I mean, it should be there because it is easy to get to, and because for a 6.3-inch phone, you don't basically place a fingerprint scanner on the left of the phone. But I think maybe in Galaxy S9 or Galaxy S9 Plus, they basically place it on in a nicer and more reachable position. So I think for the smartphone of the year, I mean for the most valuable smartphone of the year, most valuable phone, the Galaxy Note 8 is my choice. So next up is the phone of the year. I mean, this is one of those categories I'm like, it's a battle between two phones. So one is the Google Pixel 2, and the other is iPhone 10, is and other is the Galaxy Note 8, and other is this little guy over here, Google Pixel 1. So these four phones are competing, and out of which I believe the phone of the year is kind of a mixed bag, but I think it's the Galaxy Note 8 because that if you're looking for a phone where you want productive experience, I know Google Pixel 2 is nice, but it is built for enthusiasts. So all that stock Android, it's a good phone. It has the best camera on any phone. It has the best software experience on any phone. It has basically the best overall design. I mean, not design, but overall look of any phone, and with that panda white color. So it has the fastest upgrades on any phone. But the Galaxy Note 8 actually outlasts this because in terms of productivity, in terms of user experience, in terms of the S Pen, that's the key to the Galaxy Note 8, and all other things. Even the looks are amazing on the Galaxy Note with that metal glass sandwich in the middle. So and it has like fast charging, wireless charging, etc. So and yeah, but the Google Pixel 2 does outlast the Galaxy Note 8 in terms of updates because it will get the latest version of Android in the future and will get also monthly security updates directly from Google, which Samsung has to work on it, and it'll take some time to get on the Galaxy Note 8. So, but I think Galaxy Note 8 is good for those people who are actually looking for a phone to for the creativity, for their taking notes, making bills, etc., making PDF files, writing notes, etc., and calendars. And one really thing I really liked about the Galaxy Note 8 was the pen memo on-screen memo. So when you're actually, I took out the pen and I could write anything on the screen and save it. So if you are getting late for your appointment, and you can just like you do it on a regular pin board, so you can just pin that on the phone screen, and when your phone screen lights up the next day, it'll actually be there, and you'll be reminded what you have to do. So I think according to me, everybody says the gadget of the year, and I think all those tech reviews out there, and they're saying the best smartphone of 2017 is hands up. I mean, is thumbs up, the Galaxy Note 8. So that's what it. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.